Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance as we continue up this mountainous trail with Grummel waiting up top for us to, well, defeat him. However, with boulders raining down, we're looking to keep our, well, allies kind of just healthy enough that they can keep on going, more to the point. Right, apart from that, we've only got ourselves 2 healers, so we're going to have to split them up and see how they go along the way at this point in time. So, of course, at this point it seems that Soren can move a lot farther in general each time than, well, definitely than Mist can. So we're going to take him up to this side and start to see if we can get some, well, healing going as well as starting this troop advance. However, it's the right hand side where everything's really going on, if you know what I mean. Look at all this boulders ready to come down. So we need to push. We need to push far up and hope the boulders don't keep coming onto my brain. Knowing Oscar, though, he's probably going to get got by a billion boulders, isn't he? Right, so at this point in time, Mist could heal, for example, Ike, and then they could get forward from that. So let's do that for the time being. And it seems like Oscar's only able to go really as far as Mr. Soldier here, so let's take him up to start off dealing some damage, eh? Can you easily defeat this guy with a Steel Lance rather than using your Oscar Lance? You can indeed. Especially if he's going to use his special ability and just take him out. So at least a bit more advance on this side, though not so much. Horsey units, he's still got a chance to move, but he can't actually move any further at this point. Right, so we've got Boulders Ahoy over here. And more to the point, we've got this guy with a steel bow that can very much attack some more people after we move forward. We've got the Lagoon Slayer on this guy. His skill means he's probably likely to hit someone, but if I move you, sir, up to here, you should only be taking on one of them. Unless there's, like, boulders galore just rain down because of it. Let's move Volk up, get him ready to fight yet again. And then apart from that, of course, we want to kind of move Jill up where we can. Now, I'm wondering if the boss can move here. Because he's probably got a fairly big movement range being a Wyvern Knight himself. I do wonder if Jill could get in and just then walk out to here, though, as well, on top of that. I think she probably can. So let's see. A Steel Axe times 2 won't work. Steel Lance times 2. We're not really good for the overall hit chance here, are we? And we'll only take 4 damage in exchange, so we may as well weaken the guy. Get our damage in and then leave, unless Jill wants to crit, of course, but it doesn't look like that. That was a very fast slice back. Jill is fine. We'll move her to here for the time being. That's out of most ranges. And then Ike can come up to, I'd say, about here in the meantime. So that's the right side dealt with. Now we need to get ourselves the left. Further forward, further upwards, ever advancing. And first of all, with a longbow strike, I'm guessing, yes, you can take out the mage without any issue from the back lines. And then the others can start to climb up from there. Though, of course, we've got ourselves some HP downs because of, well, little bits of battle we've been engaged in here and there. Let's send Rolf up to longbow this guy indeed. Especially when he crits everyone. It's not like we really need anything. I know we could have also stole stuff from the bishop as well, but let's just get advancing and make sure that we're all okay. Right, so we now have the opportunity to send either Marcia into really dangerous terrain and back out again or not. So we could get rid with the Pegasus Horn here, or just a normal Silver Lance will be fine as well. The Pegasus Horn does it definitely. Just take this guy out and then step back out of damage range and make sure he's not on the boulder. I'm pretty sure Steel Lance times 2 would do it as well. Let's do it with the Pegasus Horn. They all match up color-wise, look. And Marcia's taking hits back I really did not want it to take. The silver sword whacked me quite far. No damage am I wanting on you, my dear. So for that, we'll move you to here. That should put you relatively okay. Let's move you to here, actually. And then it's just about advancing and hoping these guys don't pour boulders onto me, which is most likely gonna happen, let's face it. Alright, so we'll move Neft over here. Hope the boulder doesn't hit me there, but it probably will, which means Neft will be on struggling HP values, that's for sure. We'll move you over to here, Mia. Titania can be really slow because she's on a horse. And Boyd, you can get to somewhere about... Well, you can go quite far. Somewhere about here will have to do for now. Climbing this place is not that easy. Right, Volk versus Mysterious Logos Slayer guy. Well, I'm expecting Volk to just straight dodge, but no, he did not. But our foe goes down. Successfully lured and a Logos Slayer was gained. Now, the stone, of course, can actually hit because it's an AoE range. However, 1 damage is not really something we fear. Now that, however, we do. That we didn't calculate for the overall range. Right, so now Jill's HP is extremely down. Soren gets hit with a boulder. By the look of it, everyone else is fine except another boulder comes and hits Ike. Just after we've healed. Will it hit his sister as well? Of course it will. Well, we've got most of the boulders rid of, unless there's even more boulders to come down, but now the enemies are streaming down this side. And it seems reinforcements are coming in. Now, is that reinforcement mirrored? No, it's not. We've got ourselves a reinforcement here, a Wyvern Lord with a short spear. Never have our allies' HPs really been whittled down this much before, if you know what I mean. We've usually been... we have no nicer way of doing this either. We just got to kind of let them come on to us now. Right, so who should I put at the front, really, to be able to take this front? Is it probably Nest's turn yet again? Well, this axe guy can reach if she goes there. Strength of 14, probably not going to double. I think this is a job for Neff. So we stick her here with a steel lance. She should be fine in being able to fend off these two. However, in the meantime, can we get anywhere where you can actually heal Marcia so Marcia can go forward again? Seems that is the case. So if she's lost one of the most HP values at the moment, you come back here. Get that heal going. And Soren gets near to leveling again. Titania can move up a bit more. We're just going to have to tank things with... Well, between Neff and Mia here, unless I want to move you back a bit. Or more to the point, Boyd forward a bit. Boyd Smasher in hand. She should be completely fine versus the opponent coming in. That cuts that off. And then you've got Rolf ready to go in as well. So that'll be that side, I guess. Now this side, however, we still got 3 more boulders that could come down. And now we really need to make sure to check this guy's range, but because of the longbow, that's why it struck us so true. All the same, one of the things I could do here is move up and cast a physic and let Jill continue to move. It does mean we can't heal people like Volt, but I don't think we could even get that range right then anyway. So, the best we can do here is to move up this far and hand axe, maybe? Well, a hit times 2, that's for sure. Though I don't want to really take the damage back here from the steel bow. That could put Jill in somewhat peril, especially if other things start to fly on down. And it seems that is maximum range. Now, would he choose to stay and use stone, or would he choose to do something else? Well, first of all, we could try to take out this guy. 18... we could go with a crit chance, I guess. Let's do it. Let's give it a go. She can't get hit by boulders there, so Jill can keep maintaining the front lines. Go on, get the crit. No, 1 HP left. You just don't want to finish a foe, do you, at this point? Right, so we got Volk here, we got Oscar that can keep going forward. We got Ike as well. I guess as soon as I stand there, a boulder will come down. Or like 5. Oh, this is troublesome. Keeping people in different kind of lanes, so things don't hit. Meanwhile, however, Mist's probably in a really bad spot for things going on if we trigger too many. Let's keep you behind Volk. I'm worried about Mist at this point in time and all these boulders rolling down. It's them that could prove to kill us. Nothing else but the boulders. Right, so you've chosen to go in on Jill with a Night Killer. However, we don't count as a mounted troop, but you did 1 damage to us. That was very valiant effort. Bye-bye. The question is, will the archer now choose to attack us with the actual weapon or no? So not with a weapon that could actually do proper damage to us. Alright, so here goes Neff's turn. Stopping the influx of troops. We've also got that Wyvern Lord to come down as well. Who knows who he'll go for in the end. Alright, so most of the way down there. Maybe Marcia can get in, but no boulders came down, which is always a good sign, you'd have to say. We still have to be wary of this one. Alright, we can get to at least here and smash this guy down with a steel axe quite nicely. So that takes care of the stone problem. Should have brought more flying units, eh? Right, stone problem's got rid of, but that doesn't really help us for a lot of other things. Maybe, though, if we go here, we can try to come in and out of battle and try to carve off some of the troops around. I mean, he's still got 4 shots on that thing. If we move Oscar up here, I'm pretty sure he's going to get pelted by a ton of boulders. Moving everyone in a line with him is probably not the greatest idea either. Essentially, we're stuck letting Oscar advance here, I feel. And hoping Miss stays safe. Well, to be honest, I think one of the best ways in doing that is to use a vulnerary. And keep her HP up via that method. No one else has anything like that. I mean, Volk can really go for it forward, but I imagine that putting him in range of the ballista and any possible boulders that comes down is a really stupid idea. Right, so we have Soren who can come up to heal, not far enough that he can get to do some damage on anyone, sadly. We've got this guy, who's our main issue. Now, we could make him a non-issue by sending Rolf up, of course, with a longbow yet again. So let's keep that in mind as we set up for a destruction on our enemies. Alright, who's best where? Alright, we've got 2 guys with axes whose swords do quite well on. We've got guys with axes. In fact, Neff's probably the one who has the least effect on what's coming. So let us just finish off the front row. I think is a good thing to do right now. With our diving thrust. Critical. Promoted unit goes bye-bye. 30 experience is not bad. Alright, Titania is just completely useless. We can get up to heal Rolf or Mia. Probably best to heal Mia before she goes in, because if we got 2 guys like this, of course, sword will do well against him. Not well enough to guarantee victory, mind you. But we'll also keep them safe. So yeah, Soren goes over here and heals up Mia. I think that's generally a good option. Plus it's always experience, of which Soren will gladly take. And get some speed and res. It's like he's forgotten to gain mag now because, well, we don't use him to attack much. So Rolf can go and longbow this one. Mia could try to take on first row with the killing edge. Take him out with lovely criticals, please. First time. You may have a ton of HP for your class type, but with killing ledge. Well, technically we're on a ledge right now. We're going up a mountain, so killing ledge Mia, killed indeed. The question is, can Marcia reach this one? Which I don't think she can. I think that's out of her limits, out of her range. So maybe Marcia taking on this one is our better option here. Simple Steel Lance will not do it. Silver Lance will, however. Let's just use the Pegasus Horn again. Attack me as you wish. I will just dance in and out with glee. So this side's going well, considering we've got rid of most of the boulders here. So then it's up to Boyd to try and smack down this guy, which seems to not be that much of a problem, eh? Not much of a problem at all. Oh, Boyd. Well, I'm glad you had a little kind of a dodge arena round where you both kind of danced around each other a little bit. That isn't really what I wanted. The real question here, I know we can block with Titania, so what we'll do is we'll move up and we'll make sure that we get rid of Mr. Guy who could possibly do the most damage to us by his overall maneuverability. Longbows are good. And what's the point? Rolf is good. So that blocks off everything there. He can only attack a few people. He's probably got... No, he hasn't got a bow. So Titania can come up as well and go, I'm help... Not really. I'm not really helping. It's not really going very well on that kind of front. Whereas Jill's just like, oh, this side sucks. We've got one side pretty much defeated. It's the other side that just sucks. So Boyd's being attacked from range with a spear, is he? Well, he's taking a little bit of damage. Can't counter it. But either way, that doesn't bring him into a defeatable range for anyone except the boss moves. If the boss moves, then we're in trouble. Rolf may take that hit, but the boss moves. Which puts everyone more or less in range with him at this point. So we need to either form a perfect lure. Go and engage him is another option here. Which, to be honest, you're really not doing too bad there. I guess that's an option. No one else can really get into attack from this range because, of course, we sent Jill all the way up there. So what's our other option here? Is to cower in a corner, leave the rest of these troops alive. Oh, we got to rout them all, so we've got to defeat them. That's a given at this point. But now we need to take the boss out first. Well, Marcia, I trust you to be able to go in there, beat that guy, and survive all the stuff that's going to be thrown your way, to be honest. I trust. You're not going to crit, but you're going to do some severe damage that may make him think twice about advancing. As Grummel comes down. Grr! So you made it this far, have you? Then prepare to be sent down screaming. No, I'll be fine. You see, you're the one in the weak setup here. I've got the full guard. I'm perfectly peachy with fighting you on any terrain you want to fight. However, you are not so much. So we're going to have to maybe use the cower in the corner strategy as the boss comes for us. Of course, Oscar's not going to be able to escape from there. But we'll find out next episode how we go about now dealing with this new event. Join me next time for more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance as we climb the rest of that mountain. Bye-bye.